Hey guys, Zapronix here, and let's get together. Let's talk about a little something that I just realized. Judging from the WHD that has been talked about and probably will be announced at E3, as well as the Natal's its release date versus a news about the new possible Xbox 360 Slim. It's come to my attention, and I think I'm wrong on a couple of things. I think that we are looking at the end of the console war, at least the seventh generation, anyway. Pretty much whatever happens after this is pretty much irrelevant. So I guess now would be a good time to talk about what the systems should entitle when coming out. I guess I'll start with the Xbox 360, of course. That's the easiest one to do. Sony and Nintendo are almost impossible to do, but I know exactly what Microsoft needs to do right now. What Microsoft needs to do is leave everything alone for the most part. I'm sorry, before I even continue that, because I know a lot of you are like, what the hell, Zapronix? Didn't they say 10-year run? Yes, they said 10-year run. They never said that they will not release a console for another 10 years. They didn't say that. They just said that it's going to be a 10-year run, which in this case it was. Just like with PlayStation 2 was a 10-year run. They did not stop releasing PlayStation 2s, and in fact, I still think they are. But the thing is that they actually released the PlayStation 3 while PlayStation 2 was out. I'm guessing that that's what Microsoft is going to do too. That makes sense. So this is what I'm thinking that's going to happen. By everything I've seen, I've collected everything that I've been looking at regarding Microsoft. And this is what I think will be the Xbox 720. First of all, I honestly believe that we should see a handheld device sometime with oh my god, it could be a handheld device now I think about it. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it could be a handheld device that they're working on. That's the reason why people got coming regarding the motherboards, you know. So I mean, to say that it has to be, work with the Xbox 360 could mean that the arcade games will be compatible. That is definitely could be the case. But anyway, 720. What do I think 720 should be? First of all, this is what I think it will be. I think software-wise, everything's going to stay the same with the exception of upgrading from DirectX 9 to DirectX 11. That's what I think it's going to be. Aside from that, I think that, how to put this? I think that it's going to be digital distribution. I'm saying this because, one, it will save a lot of money. Think about it like this. One, that's no longer have to deal with actually putting a disk drive within the actual system. That's one. Two, that would actually save on not having to worry about constantly putting discs on. It could be this one entire game installed, ready to go. Three, it would save money all around on the system. Microsoft would be getting more money. The developers would be getting more money. And for us, we wouldn't have to wait. Say a midnight release will be every day. Or every night, rather. Their game's release will be a midnight release. So overall, I'm pretty sure that digital distribution will be the key to here. I'm pretty sure it will be. All they have to do basically is just put a brand new hard drive in it. All jokes aside, I think that all they have to do is put a bigger hard drive. So, cranberries. I love dry fruit. So, that, in my opinion, will be the Xbox 720. And of course, I think that it will be backwards compatible with this 360. I think that the reason why they didn't do the backwards compatibility for the Xbox was because they realized that they had already had the top running games on Xbox already available for the PC for the 360, so there was no sense of continuing, which made perfect sense. In my opinion, that made perfect sense for them to stop, trying to stop, continuing going with the Xbox, making everything backwards compatible. I think it was a good idea for them to stop. So, pretty much, I guess that's it. I guess that we're at the end of the console war, known as the 7th generation, upcoming as the 8th. But once again, I'm not 100% sure. After all, none of us will be sure until E3 this year. E3 is usually a time where they will reveal if there's a new console. I think it will be. Not only that, but if it is the 720, I really do believe that it will either come with, it will come bundled, it might come bundled with the Xbox 360. Excuse me. It will come bundled, 720 will become bundled with Natal or integrated with Natal. I'm thinking integrated, or I could have taken some things that they said too literal. but I'm thinking integrated. That's just my, of course, that's just me just, thinking outside, trying to think outside the box a little bit. My question is, what do you think? Could it be the 720? Could it be a handheld device? Now, one thing about handheld devices is that we've already heard word before that Microsoft was actually working, they had actually patented something about a year or two ago. They patented something regarding a handheld device. This, of course, is after the release of the HD Zoom, that they were actually trying to look into some form of patent device. So, once again, we're not sure. What do you think? Do you think this year we could see releases of the Xbox 720? Or do you think it's the Xbox 360 Slim? Now, of course, we do know that, or do you think it's a handheld device? Now, I want you to answer, I want you to do this in a double part now. I want you to tell me, what do you think it is in terms of what you think it is? Obviously, it's one of the three. It's either Xbox 360 Slim, 720, or a handheld device. Now, I'm pretty sure it's one of the three. Or it has to be one of the three. But my thing is this. I want you to answer the question a double fold this time. I want you to answer the question, what do you think it will be, and what do you want it to be? I look forward to your answers. My answer to it, I'm thinking it's the 720, and I want it to be the 720. And a handheld. Or the Slim. In my opinion, I could do all three of them would actually be beneficial to Microsoft right now. But let me know. I want to know what all you guys think. Peace.